Dallas's home for podcasts, live streams, and unfiltered conversations. This is Dallas On Air.
On your mark. On your mark.
On their mark.
Welcome everyone back to another Tuesday night that God has blessed us once again to be here. I hope all is well, and then my prayers go out to those that is not well. You're about to listen to the On Your Mark podcast show, sports, business, community, entertainment, and then just the people's show. I'm your host, Coach Fly. And we're back to another Tuesday. And it's back to school. Boy, listen, it's back to school time. The school zones are in effect. So please be observant of the school zones and the kids walking across the street, because you don't want to be a part of injuring any kid, nor do you want that ticket that comes with that in that school zone. So yes, they are in full effect, and I think the rest of the schools, they'll get started on tomorrow. I know out in Sunnyvale they start tomorrow, but I'm just saying it's that time again already, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. It seems as though, I know to the kids it's even more so, it seems like they just got out. So it's back to school time, but I know the parents, you'll be able to tell the difference that they're at the house. Your light bill should go back down, and everything should go back down. Your refrigerator door probably was like like a revolving door. You know, the one that swings round and round when they was home, but now, guess what? You get that part back, but it's that time of year. I know the teachers to my sons, Rodney and Rashad, I know they're back there. They're in DeSoto. So that's, man, listen. Whew. And then the football games and this volleyball season as well for the girls. But it's football time, and the scrimmages are getting ready to take off. I know. I don't know everyone's schedule at this point. I have Sunnyvale's, which I know they're scrimmage, Caddo Mills this Friday. I have the Rockwall schools, and I even have Kimball's. Got my boy Don Burford sent it to me. So I got their schedule. And I just think this year I would like to, speak on all the teams that are playing, and just maybe we can work out where they come in, after the game, and they can talk. We have, the player of the week, and player of the week. Game of the week, player of the week, and they come into the studio, and hopefully not just that. I'm working on with the studio producer here, Angel Perez. We are going to probably be able to do it live at some games. Yeah, I probably do it live from the stands, being in the stand. But no, it won't, because that's Tuesday night. Nobody's playing on Tuesdays. So that won't happen. I just thought about it. That's Tuesday. But we can still have the players of the week. Yeah, I'm working on it. I think that'll be real good. And they'll get a chance to talk, and we can highlight them, man, and just, and praise them for what they're doing. And not just football, even with the volleyball. Get them in, and I think that'll be real good. But it's and parents, students, everybody, listen, be hydrated out there. It's super hot. And then to be sitting in those stands, it's going to be super hot till it cool. And I can't tell you, I'll be glad when September gets here that it'll cool off. Here in Texas, you don't know when it's going to cool off. So all I'm saying is make sure that you're hydrated. And I know at the stadium they don't want them bringing in coolers. I'm talking about the fans. But they may have to change some things, man. It's so hot, man. And so they have water. And some people are, diabetic and whatever other illnesses they have, that they have to take the pills and need water. And I'm not promoting buying a $4, $5 bottle of water. I'm not gonna promote that. When you can go get a whole case for $4 something. And I know they have to make money, but that's not on the water, y'all. Not on the water. Not on the water. That's something that, being me, I know I don't expect anybody to think like me. I'm handing out water free. Because it's much easier to do that than having a 911 situation at the stadium. I hope that made sense. But again, it's football. At least have water. You got to be hydrated. I didn't say give away your Gatorade, but I'm just saying I wouldn't pay for no $4 bottle of water, $5 bottle of water. Yeah, I know you got to have it, but they got to at least let you bring. They can have someone to check what you're bringing in your cooler. They know that water's different from Patron and gin. Just because it's clear, you'll see the difference and smell it. But it's that time of year, ladies and gentlemen. And, hopefully somebody will get me out the different schedules of who's playing who, and we can talk about it. Well, they'll play that, be it that Thursday or Friday, and sometimes Saturday, and we can talk about it on Tuesday. And it's just all about exposure, and I have no problem with that. But tonight, I kind of want to talk about protecting your peace. Being aware of your peace, acknowledging your peace, not letting anybody belittle your peace, because it's your peace. So important, very important. But I hope that everybody had a good first day back to school, teachers and all. And that's something else, ladies and gentlemen. Pray for those teachers. They need prayer too, because they don't get the proper support, or they hadn't been. I don't know what's current today. They hadn't been getting the proper support, and the pay does not match what they've gone through in the past. Yeah, so did I want to say to my boy, Coach James Jeffrey. He's now a Wilma Hutchins Eagle. Pray that he has a good season. And good luck to him. But back to protecting your peace. And I want you to, I'm gonna go down, paraphrase this thing. I'm about to go down some neighborhoods, some streets, and just maybe I'll show up on your street about what I'm about to say. And y'all see the number here, it's 469-708-8609. Again, 469-708-8609. And I said again, protecting your peace. Let's talk about it. There are some individuals that claim to be concerned about your problems, but can't wait to go tell your business to some other folks. Did you hear what I just said? There are some individuals that skin and grin in your face, even hug you, like they're so concerned about your problem, then they can't wait to go tell somebody about your business. Think about what I just said. But you got to learn to protect your peace. Then there are some individuals who claim to be holier than thou. Oh, okay, the church members gonna get upset with that. Nah, we speaking facts and truth. There are some individuals who claim to be holier than thou, but raise more hell than shit. I said it. They situational Christians. Yeah, think about what I just said. They want to beat you up with the Bible and with Bible verses, but the instructions don't seem to be the same. I guess because they're giving it, you know. Then there are individuals that will embrace you with the biggest hug, and then their spirit towards you is toxic. Let me say it again. There are individuals that will embrace you with the biggest hug, and their spirit towards you is toxic. So you got to know and recognize individuals such as, all you need to do is check out their mannerisms. It's not hard to figure out. All you have to do, because they cannot hide that. When someone is just toxic and their spirit is bad, they can't hide that. But you got to be aware of what's going on and know that. Don't allow everyone in your comfort space. Don't allow everyone in your comfort space, nor in your home. Because some of them carry demon spirits. And there are demon spirits, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the word in the Bible for yourself. There are demonic spirits out there. And those spirits come in your house in that clean, comfort space and they make residence. You got to be aware of that. You have to be aware of that, because they will come in and it will mess up you wonder why things start going wrong, because those spirits up in there. Be aware of that. Then, learn who you are and what you are choosing to desire. I'm still talking about protecting your peace, ladies and gentlemen. Learn who you are and what you are desiring, instead of wanting someone else to validate you. Learn who you are and what are your desires. You have to stop wanting and waiting for someone to validate you. You don't need that validation you need it from yourself. Then once they see you addressing it in your actions, they'll know how to come at you. And if they come at you in any other way than respectful, hey, that's your answer right there. Like I say, learn who you are and what you're choosing your desires to be. Also, do understand what needs to be understood when trusting someone else with your personal life. Do understand what needs to be understood when trusting someone with your personal life. That's your business, in a relationship, friendship, and whatever other shifts you need it to be. See, some things you got control of, you have to start controlling and allow it to be what it is. Then, you are aware that there is a difference between our emotions, our feelings, and our spirits. There's a difference between emotions, feelings, and our spirit. I'm going to break it down. Emotions. You're just reacting off of whatever had just occurred. Hadn't put any thought into it. Haven't tried to rationalize anything about it. You just reacted. Didn't get all the facts of what just occurred. You just reacted. Well, you may be wrong or right, or right or wrong. But you didn't get any substance to what just occurred. Emotions. And then the emotions blamed it on your feelings. Because the first thing we individually say, he or she hurt my feelings. Then your feelings are from what just occurred. And obviously, you had time to think about what had just happened, because they have become feelings. Whether you was able to process it or not, there was a period in there where you was able to settle down and became observant of what was going on or what was occurring. And then your feelings got involved. See, my mom is checked in. Now your spirit, which is what you should always pay attention to, that's what God speaks to, your spirit. You should always be at attention when it's in your spirit. Because God's being a blessing to you, giving you notice on whatever the situation may be occurring. Listen to your spirit. That spirit says, stop, stand still, leave now. Do that. Well, the situation's happening over there. Now, if your spirit says you need to leave, leave. And this is what I just said. Well, now they got an altercation over. It's not even over. Listen, when a gun play, when that bullet leaves that gun, it doesn't stay over there with the gun. That bullet travels. It travels. Now you just said it's over there, but the bullet now has come over there where you were, or somebody over there with you was. Yeah. Why I say leave when your spirit is involved. Understand what I just said? You see, it was over there, but leave. And normally when you listen to your spirit and you do exactly what it said do, you'll hear about what occurred from where you left from. It's just like you could be running late to be somewhere. And it occurs. But you was well prepared to leave on time. I'm prepared to leave on time. But little situations kept occurring, causing delays. And then once you do leave, you find out, man, it was a wreck. If I had left when I was supposed to, you would have been involved in it. Or it still may have occurred in front of you, but you stuck in the traffic with it. See, sometimes you got to understand, I said earlier, what needs to be understood. So you have to listen to your spirit. So if you had just left right on time that particular day, it wouldn't have been well. But being those few minutes later, whatever the case is, you wasn't part of the situation. Then learn how to stand still sometimes. Learn how to stand still sometimes and observe what's going on around you. So you could be moving too much and you're missing what's going on. You may be in front of what was about to happen, or it may be directly in your path. But one thing about standing still, all those other moving parts, at some point have to come by you. You know, back in the day, when I was hanging out real tough in the clubs, doing what I do, good things, you know. But I wasn't that guy that go in there and walk around. I go in it, because I know I was player made. I go in and post up, and I watch everything that comes by me, because at some point, everybody in the club gonna end up passing you 2, 3, 4, 5, however many times. You got what I'm saying? So I was able to monitor and check out who I chose to speak to or talk to, whatever the case was gonna be. But just stand in one spot, then you're always being noticed when you stay posted up. Because someone's gonna step to you. And I know I'm smelling good, looking good, and being good. And somebody's gonna come say, I just know you just been over here. You by yourself, you've been noticing, you ought to see who I'm with. So I'm just saying, learn to stand still. And you know what? And have your own personal relationship with God. have your own personal relationship with God. You know, mama, daddy, granddaddy, grandmama, aunt, uncle, cousin, niece, sister, brother. Oh, don't get me wrong, people can pray for you. You got to be careful about who's praying for you too. But you have to have your own personal relationship with God. And you're going to learn, you will learn that things can become such clear, even in bad situations. It'll be clear enough for you to come out of. But have your own personal relationship with God. You don't have to share it with anybody because it's you and God. And stop wanting, now this is a good one too. Stop wanting to be with someone who shows that they don't want to be with you. Y'all tell me what that's about. I'm really going to stop wanting to be with someone who shows. You know, so I didn't say that tells you, I said that shows you that they don't want to be with you. But now you say, well, we've been together all this time. I've done this for them. I've done that. You have done that. You have been with them all that time. But when they're showing you what they don't want, you cannot make them. Because when you start trying to make them, now you become subject to all the nonsense that they're going to take you through. You put yourself in that position to stay in that situation. At some point, you're going to have to realize and let go and go on. And if it's meant to be, they'll straighten up and come back, or if that's what you want. But you cannot stay a victim. Because even those that love you, seeing you going through and being a victim, you have to recognize for yourself at some point. You have to. Even if it hurts. But it probably hurts worse to know that they're doing you wrong than it hurts to get out of it. Yeah, I mean, time spent had some value on it. It did. But there's a difference between joy and happiness, though. Then listen to your heartfelt feelings. I'm going to say it again. Listen to your heartfelt feelings. I didn't say this mental. Your heartfelt feelings. Again, God speaks to our spirits, and He's going to touch your heart. And a lot of times, we all know when you're in a bad situation or when you're in a good situation. But some situations are happy situations. They're not joyful situations. Some people do just enough to make you happy, but not enough to bring you joy. I'm going to say again, do just enough to make you happy and hopefully keep you happy, but not bringing you joy. You know, it's always my bad. See, I'm sorry. Become sorry. When you say, I'm sorry all the time. Let that lock in. I'm sorry. if that's a word used on a regular, it becomes sorry. Hope you catch that. Trust God to do what He says He'll do for you. See what I just said? Trust God. I ain't say trust man. I ain't say trust woman. Trust God to do what He says He'll do. He didn't give us a time or a date. Trust Him. That's where your faith come in. Trust Him to do what He says He'll do. Also, it's just going to be very, very important. All of it is very important. Told you I'm just going down the street in different neighborhoods, and if I didn't touch you on any of this, man, you must be awesome. Know your worth. Robin checked in. Hey, know your worth and your purpose. And stop worrying about what other non-factor individuals choose to say about you. You gotta say, know your worth and purpose. And stop listening to what those other, what I call them, non-factor individuals choose to say about you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you some that. I say, take it up with God. Whatever it is you got to get, take it up with God. See how that's going to work out for you. Listen, know your worth and know your purpose. And operate in it. And operate in your worth and your purpose. And you'll be surprised of the number of individuals that really are admiring you for what you do. See, it's only those few situational haters or non-factor individuals that want to always run their mouth and listen. They're quick to say what you cannot do. They're quick to say what you cannot do, but they won't touch on what you are doing. Did you understand what I just said? They want to tell you what you cannot do versus what you're doing. And I'm going to take you a little step further. They're not watching you do what you cannot do. They're watching you do what you do. Most people don't even sit back and think about that. You start attempting to explain, for whatever the reasons, what they have brought to you about what you cannot do. First of all, if they were really sharp and whatever it is that came to their mind that you are not doing, they can go do. And then they'll be doing it. But they want to bring to you what you are not doing versus if they didn't want to compliment you on it. They're not talking about what you're doing. And most people get all caught up. Now you're upset and mad, talking about what he or she said. Why are you giving breath to that? That's right, they are motivators. Why are you giving them breath to breathe when they're being negative anyway? Stop giving people leverage over your well-being. Let me say it again. Stop allowing people to have leverage over your well-being, not their well-being, over your well-being. And once again, individuals are quick to tell you what you're not doing versus operating on what you are doing if they are choosing to be a factor. And you realize if they're choosing to be a factor, but when people come with you with negative issues, those non-factor people, listen, rearrange things about you for your change. You know what I say? Changing them, changing nobody else. Rearrange things about you for your change. I didn't say allow them to rearrange. You rearrange changes that you know you need to rearrange. Because trust me, if you got breath in your life right now, you know it's so much that you could be doing and still and couldn't get it all done versus being in somebody else's business and want to tell them what they should or should not be doing. Man, listen. Work on you. And I'm going to tell you this. When people come at you like that, see, some people don't deserve a response from you. Even if they ever asked you a question. You could just hear them, man, answer what I asked. Answer what I said. I'm going to say it again. Some people, some individuals don't deserve, don't deserve a response from you. Even if they've asked you a question. But if that's a question that's negative to you, or if that individual is a non-factor to you, if there's no substance with that individual, if that individual is a known my bad individual, my bad, they don't deserve a response. Because guess what? Even if you give them one, they're going to attempt to dissect it. Now you got pissed off because you answered. You know what they're going to say? Well, you didn't hear what I said? Man, you know I heard you. I didn't say they wasn't important enough to respond back. I said, but when they become a non-factor, it's like with me. When I'm for you, everybody know how I operate. I'm for you. When I'm not for you, I'm not against you. I'm just not for you. But I'm not against you. And if I'm against you, you're going to know I'm against you. You don't have to say, they said, no. You're going to hear it from me. And that line is so short. Very, very short that I'm against. So, again, even if we don't hang out, this, that, and other. I'm not against you. We just don't hang out. And it's okay. But if you notice, I don't say to you, stop doing what you're doing. Nah, you do what you need to do because you may have a reason for being the way that you are. That's not on me. So I'll never say you need to stop doing this a week and start. No. I'll sit back, and if I see where, okay, now I have understanding of what you're doing or how you are, I'll approach you. But if I don't mean I have anything against you. That's not what I do. And I never tell you not to do what you do because you may have a reason for being the way you are and doing what you have to do. And that's another form of respect. Tell you something else you don't need. Please listen to me. You don't want everyone praying for you because some people are preying on you. Don't get it mixed up. I said you don't want everyone praying, Praying, for you. Because some people are praying, Preying, on you. There's a lot of that going on. And why it's popular, I don't have the slightest clue. But it's a recipe for disaster. Tell you something else. It's okay to cut some people off. You see how simple I said that? It's okay to cut some people out. Cut them off. I said, done, checked in. Hey, here. Family and friend, Coach Fly. Talk about upcoming football season. Yeah, I did done. I'll go back into it. But that's what I just said. It's okay to cut some people off. If you start breathing better, feeling better, and all the betters that come with that, I think that's better. Okay, want me something better than that? Stop worrying about worrying. Stop worrying about worrying. Because the issues that are going to occur are going to occur. See, some things that come our way are meant to come our way for us to become better, stronger, wiser, or to stop doing what you were doing. But what I'm getting at is for you. You don't have to take on what other folks got for you. So, and the way to fix a lot of this, start being around mind-like individuals. So if it's direction or a certain way that you're choosing to be, start being around those type of people, y'all. And I guarantee you, you find your change. Sometimes you gotta move on to become better, y'all. And you got to accept it. Accept that you're gonna lose some individuals out your life. Most time, you want to call them friends. And you'll probably be real lucky in a lifetime to find 4 or 5 true friends. I'm not talking about just using the word loosely. I say true friends. I'm not talking about somebody being friendly to you, just true friends that'll tell you you were wrong. But we're going to work this out. I'll praise you for what was right. True friends that you call and they say, where are you? You call, they say, I'm on my way. Or you call, they say, come on over. Versus.
The thing about it is usually you start calling those friends family.
Correct. That is correct. And see, one thing about that, and if you, boy, say, true friends They're hard to come by. Hard to come by. But we use that word so loose, and then when they say something not the way, now you're so disappointed. You set yourself up. Just know, every mistake doesn't mean failure. Every mistake does not mean failure. As I stated earlier, someone that's always said, I'm sorry, if they said it so many times, they become sorry. They're not attempting to change their situation. They just, I'm going to say sorry to pacify you. Nah. Because y'all, and if you don't know, I'm going to share it with you. It feels good to feel good. It feels good to feel good. It really does. And I'm going to go real deep, and I'm not asking you to pray for me on this, but I'm going to say it. Sometimes saying, fuck you, to an individual that's causing you grief and pain, it gives you peace of mind. Let me say it again. Sometimes saying fuck you to an individual that's bringing you grief and pain and discomfort, it gives you peace of mind. And then you stand on that. See, it's important. You're important. And it's important that they know that you feel you're important. It's okay to feel good about you. You better. You better. And like I said again earlier, you don't want everybody praying for you either, because some folks got them demonic spirits on them, and they bring it all towards you and on you. Nephew, you need to call me. Nephew, call in, nephew, because you know what I want. But you call in first. And then have that wife right there. It's her time. But no, you got to do this, man. So just find your peace. And honestly, I hope that I've been very, very helpful tonight in speaking about you finding, you protecting, you honoring your peace. Oh, no, I'm not just, I was speaking with an individual, and he just shared, like, Coach, man, it's like everybody respect you so much. You know, they use that word so loosely, everybody. And I said, well, not actually, Coach, everybody. It's way more people know you than that. You know, I agree with that part. But it's always going to be 2 or 3 non-factors that, you know, it is what it is. That's why if I'm in a room, I would have 1 chair for those 3 or 4 non-factors. They going to have to worry about who get the chair, because 2 of them going to leave them anyway, want to get back over there where everybody else is, because they situational haters. But I just told them that I would address topics and situations that he said it was needed. And see, freak friends and family, enjoy your beautiful night. Now, if you call me, man, you see the number 469-708-8609. See, sometimes you got to get them folks off of you. You got to get them off. That's what I really love and appreciate about this show. We can do sports. We can do business. We can do entertainment and have fun, community stuff, and then just the people's show, man. And we get to discuss and talk about it all. You know, I was asked to speak on this well situation, man. And I can only speak on what I be seeing on CNN and Facebook and YouTube. I mean, I'm only speaking on what they're reporting. You know, I have an opinion, but again, I don't want to be misled or mislead anyone. All I can do is open it up and see what you all think. But the Nolan Wells situation. And it's just sad, but things occur. Robin, you're right. She know me, and I said it for, I thought I did it respectfully, if there's a such thing. Well, I love you too, Robin. Call her.
Yes, sir.
Nephew.
What's up, Mom?
What's happening, buddy?
Man, they cutting up, huh?
Man, you know what, sometimes, I jumped in front of them. You know?
Jumped in front.
Yeah. I jumped in front of them. That would threw a wrench in it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh man, what we didn't say. No, you didn't. I'm saying, man, where the wife at? You know what I want.
Oh, she gone to the store, man.
Oh, she gone to the store. How long she been gone?
I came from the office late, and she left with me, so she just went out there.
Oh boy, you know what I want, and I called myself.
We're gonna have to line up next week, man. We're gonna have to get her next week.
Okay, we gonna get bored, but listen, I said I was gonna be kind. Well, she don't have to go a whole 2 hours. I was gonna backdoor with this last hour, you know. But I'm quite sure she'll walk in before, because she has some good things to say. And say, man, she has some beautiful things to say. And your story, man, it's called fire, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you for right now. Oh yeah. See, and there's so much that you didn't share that we was able to share. Another good hour and a half after the show.
Right.
And man, so many people were touched. I don't even know if you want to dive back into it. It's on you. If you do, if you don't, you don't.
Look, let me tell you something. I had a young brother on the show tonight, and he's 37. I think he said he was 35. But anyway.
Well, and for you, friend, do you want me to Zoom? You want to be on Zoom?
Zoom?
What's that?
Nah, I'm good with the call. I'm outside doing my thing right now.
Okay.
I'm good with the call.
Okay, go ahead.
But anyway, at 18, he got charged with a murder. Got sentenced to I think 33 years. He wound up doing 15 and a half of 33.
On a murder case.
Yeah, on a murder case. He went up for his first parole and made it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, before you finish that, now he did 15. I mean, he come up on a murder charge.
Yeah.
And I know some cats that got busted for drugs still locked up.
Right.
So a life don't have no value, does it?
Look, no, man. Look, he was 18 years old when he got sentenced. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, you know, he went to Torres unit as a child. As a, you know, 18, that's not old.
So he grew up in there. I mean, adulthood, yeah.
But look, this the story. He laid there and got to sell it, right? Sell it. He mentored to sell it. He discipleship to sell it. You know, he was, you know, he had swayed his way, from the gang life and got himself together, and they respected it because he was standing on his business.
Okay.
Anyway, he mentored the little guy and helped him out. So his first parole day, he was going up. He didn't know this. This wasn't his knowledge. But when he went up in there, he had a lawyer that his Selly family had paid for, a parole lawyer.
That his Selly family paid for.
Yeah, because his Selly was changing, and his Selly was telling his family who was helping him, and they saw so much change in this young man. They was like, we have to do something to show our gratitude to this young man.
Man, that's beautiful, man.
They paid for a parole lawyer, in which that is different. Louisiana, I don't care. You can walk in there with Moses. You ain't getting no parole.
Wait a minute. You say walk in with Moses?
Yeah, you ain't getting no parole. That's not on no M. Anyway, bam, he get his first parole, get out. The people, he from Dallas.
What?
But he moved to Houston because the family took him in.
The Sellis family.
It's Selly family, still in jail right now. He got about 2 more years left.
Wow.
The little guy been home 27 months. Got 3 jobs. He the head mentor over the reentry program downtown. He's doing his business. I had him on tonight. He is a articulate young man. You'll never know he was, in jail for what he was in jail for, but he was. But that goes to show you and tell you. And guess what? These was a Hispanic family. It was a Hispanic. Y'all in jail, y'all are very how can I say that? Y'all are segregated.
Okay.
Yeah, and Texas jails are very segregated. You gonna hang out with your people, and your people gonna hang out with your people. But this guy so happened to have been Hispanic, bro, and these people, he said, bro, he never saw love like that. Like, these people fed him. So it made him move quick. So he was able to get his own spot so quick and, repay the people so quick. So, they still in each other's lives, and, he still be doing what he's doing for their kid. But at the same time, it just goes to show you, bro, God works through people, man. It don't matter who they is.
It doesn't have color, does it? No color.
Sometimes your family ain't kin to you, bro.
No, I told you, sometimes your family's turning to be relatives.
Yeah.
And you have no control of that. So, man.
And it just me to say, bro, this man, I mean, if you hear him speak, hear him, just see him walk his walk, man, he the real deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud.
I know for you to say it, for you to be saying it, I know it's something special.
Yeah.
And you say you would never know it where he's been.
So, but he advocates for the brothers that's coming out, because it's hard. It's hard when you come out, man. It's hard to re-enter society from doing all those years, don't have nothing. The jail ain't going to give you number $20 probably. You know what I'm saying? But,
and that paper trail is following you. You already labeled.
Man, you go get a job and you tell them where you been at, man, you fire you before you hire you. That's just the way it is. But when you go to the reentry program, they already understand your situation and where you've been. So it's a chance for you. You feel what I'm saying?
So the reentry program, is that done through where?
It's not through the state.
Through the state?
Through the state.
Okay.
Yeah, it help them get clothes. It help them get financial stability, financial education, number one, mental health. It does the most, but they don't advertise it. If you know, you know. So what the young brother is doing, he's advocating for it because he got brothers that been home before him and said they never even heard of it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
So okay, it's done through the state, but they're not advocating it.
Yeah.
There's no billboard showing here it is.
Oh no, they're not advertising it like that. Because if they don't spend the money, they keep the money. So they try to spend less money as possible. I'm just saying, that's how.
Wow. Hey, that
That's
makes
sad, but that's the truth.
so they have the funding for the program, but if you don't say anything or don't know, the state win.
So what the young brother Peter Hill is doing, Peter Hill is absolutely out there advocating and connecting with families that's loved ones about to come home, putting them in the position to succeed. You feel me?
Right. So, cause that all, and it was, and you can speak on it much better than I can. So now these brothers and sisters that, like you said, about to come home, so they go to what is it
That's
called?
It's a reentry program. I forgot. I'll get all the information by next week. I have everything. Because what I'm going to do is next week I'm going to go down and visit it and connect with some
Where can a young man go?
the front office people. Yeah, and see what we can do
Nephew.
for my program.
Nephew, I want you to
Yes,
speak
sir.
on your program too. Robin is asking, where can a young man go to get help that hasn't been incarcerated?
Wow.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy. But look, you can give her my email address, and you can tell. You can.
Well, she's listening.
ask
She's
her to
listening. She's listening.
All right. Well, you can email me at mindsettherapy504@gmail. That's mindset, MINDSET therapy, THERAPY 504@gmail, and tell me a little bit about the situation and what's going on and how old the young man is, and we can get him some help. Either I don't know what area of Texas you in, but something close to you, nearby you, we can get the young man some help. And it's sad because they have little programs for kids that need to, young men, because so many kids get pushed out at 15, 16 years old. They're not really taught nothing. So, they only know what they know, and they're going out there failing. They're going out there losing their life and not getting taught the proper things they need to be taught to succeed.
And did you hear what you just said? They only know what they know.
Right.
Wow. So, man, tell them a little something about your program.
Well, my program is called Mindset Therapy Real Talk. Mindset Therapy Real Talk is my podcast, Life After Time. Mindset Therapy, we help men, women, and children believe in themselves. Again, we offer 7 simple strategies to developing a positive mindset. And the 7 strategies we use is the 7 strategies I used. I have a book called Beating the Game, 7 Steps Developing a Positive Mindset.
Did you say beating the game?
Beating the game, like BEATING.
Mm-hmm. And that's your book.
And,
yeah.
Yes, sir. I put 7 steps. It's like a self-help book, but really through grieving and all kind of shortcomings a young man, a young woman may have, coming from our way of life. And when I say our way of life, single parent, inner city, but the book is an easy read. It's only 143 pages, but it has 7 proven strategies inside the book to help
7.
get to the next level. But also we have the program itself, Mindset Therapy, that's what I gave you the email to. You can email me and I can find out what's really going on from a personal standpoint, and we can put something together.
Did you get that, Robin? And Robin let you know she's in Rockwall, Texas.
Rockwall, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Mindset Therapy is strictly funded off my finances. No, I have no
government.
Sponsor, no government, no nothing. I'm doing this with my own blood, sweat, and tears. Life After Time as well. You know what I'm saying? Life After Time is a podcast where brothers and sisters come on after doing a significant amount of time in prison or institution and tell their story, so others may grab a hold to their testimony and they can use something they may have went through to help the next person. You know, just shed light on their situation, because I don't think they get enough light shed on the reentry and recidivation rate. You know what I'm saying? They don't show that. You know what I'm saying? They only want to show when something happens and you got to call certain people out, but it's happening every day and around the corner, up the street. Pook and Ray Ray been killing each other since the early 80s, and you don't get no marches, no light shine, no banners, no nothing. But let an officer kill a young black man, it is all over the place. It's they marching, they tearing up the city. You know,
Say, man,
absolutely do that in our backyard.
That what you just spoke on is so real. You're right. Nobody's marching, and I know you're Pook and Ray Ray, but as soon as another color does it, there's a march. But then they say Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
It only matters when somebody else. Man, that is so deep. I mean, you cannot wear this color.
And that's real. Look what's getting all that attention right now. God bless the young man and his family.
And Nolan Wells.
What happened to Nolan Wells? Then they had another kid that went swimming with his.
Yeah, and that was in Raleigh, right next to Rockwall.
Right, but look, the same black leaders are on both. That don't make sense. They got more black leaders than them.
Say, man, you really saying something. And no, he's on 3 cases.
Wow.
He's on 3.
Oh, yeah. God.
The one where they said a kid shot himself. Yeah, he's on 3. Like you said, the same person on 3 cases.
Yeah.
Say, man, I got exactly what you're saying. You say it's more, and it should be more. But I guess he got the title. He has the jacket.
Yeah, but they had a bad shooting in Oakland, California for the 4th of July. None of them went down there.
So this was another shoot. Another situation.
A mass, on the 4th of July. A whole bunch of people lost their life at a annual gathering they have in California.
I missed that.
A young black activist lost his life. A community leader was hit. A young lady lost her life, and nobody said nothing about it. No, you can look it up, pull it up. You can pull it up. Yep, in Oakland, California, nobody said nothing. None of the black leaders that you see on there fussing with the people, talking about this and that, none of them said nothing.
None of that.
Because it wasn't their narrative. It was black on black. They can't do nothing with that. They need to be different races so they can have a something to stand on.
Well, they think they think that's more of a major platform.
Yeah, but that's not right, man.
That's not right.
That's not right.
Man, I love what you just said. That's exposure. No, he's not fighting on that. He don't want that case.
Don't get me wrong. Look, don't get me wrong, but I really do think, they got good people and they got bad people in every race, period, point blank. They got good police, they got bad police in every city. We just have to have the understanding and the discernment to understand that, look, we got to follow directions. If the people ask us to do something, do it. If they violate us from there, then they're wrong. But if we're not doing what they ask us to do, and I ain't talking about them old dog commands they be trying to give you because they feel like they overpowered, they got more authority than you. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about if they ask you not to reach for something, don't reach. Don't keep your hands on the steering wheel, man. No, man, it's protocol, man. Tell the people your name, all your information. Get out the way. Live to see another day.
I love it. Live to see another day.
I see it's 3 sides to every story. They only want to tell you the story. Oh, the young man, but these people scared to death, too, because they just know this man was wanted for 2 murders. Now they got to stop him. He got a big old machine gun on it.
Wow.
They just had a police killing, I think that was Sunday, out here in Houston. A little guy from New Orleans got killed. But guess what they killed him doing? He was killing somebody else. The police pulled up and killed him.
And he was killing someone else?
he was standing over the young man, finishing it. And the police pull up and told him drop the gun. He ain't dropped it. He turned around and they went with their move.
And he turned around.
Now they saying the police this, the police that. Man, the police got families too. They got kids. They trying to make it home. Come on, man. Let's be logical, man. Let's stop this foolishness, man. We got to do better.
Man, that's so profound. You know, my sister, rest in peace, she was chief at the Marshals Department. And that was one of the favorite things she would always say. We just want to make it home at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah. Like you said, and don't get me wrong.
Now, is something wrong with that?
Not a thing.
Something wrong with them people trying to go home to their kids and their families?
And then you said he turned around with the gun in his hand.
Turn around with the gun in his hand. They know all orders to drop that weapon. And they done what they thought they needed to do.
Man,
they shot him so many times and still handcuffed him. Now they get mad at that. He was still living. They put the handcuffs on him. Man, that's protocol. You got a person with a weapon. You go secure the problem. Handcuff him, and that's what they do.
Wait a minute, I see what you're saying. Now they want to be upset because, well, they not really shot him. Why they handcuffed him?
Yeah, but look, they're not saying, well, why he turned around with the gun, why he was killing the other little dude.
Wow.
So he killed somebody and he got killed.
Yeah.
And guess what? I know I know his family. I know they're from New Orleans. I know I know what project they are. I know a high profile young man.
Man.
I know people gonna be mad. They're gonna be, but you gotta deal with the truth, man. You gotta change where we moving, man. You gotta change your life.
Gotta change your life.
If you plant an apple seed, it's not gonna grow oranges.
And don't sit there expecting it either.
No.
Now some fool will say, well, it might. No. See, you have to recognize your personnel
Apples don't grow
too.
oranges, baby. All right, apples don't grow oranges.
I said it in my reading a moment ago. You got to put yourself around mind-like individuals, and you cannot be afraid to want to change, because wherever you're going, that view is already there. How are you going to get there? It's going to call for change. Go ahead.
Let me tell you what we don't like as a people. We don't like accountability, and we don't like the truth.
Ooh, man, you can say that.
We want instant gratification.
You can put that on a T-shirt.
We want it fast as possible.
Instant gratification, and then we don't want accountability.
Yeah, because when the internet came out, it turned into a microwave society. Everybody wanted what they wanted when they wanted it. Just don't know the work that goes behind it. Yeah, you see the finished product, but you don't see when the long nights, the crying, the won't quit, give up. I hate this. I love this. I won't stop. I ain't gonna stop. You don't see all that. You just see when all the work is done and put in, and now you want it. But are you willing to go through what that person went through to get what they got? No.
Nah, I put that in the same contents when I said with the athletes. Everybody want to shine, but they didn't see the polish. Man, it is so. You worded it so well, man. But it's such facts, man. And then,
man, and don't get me wrong, God, man, my prayers go out to all the families that lost their loved ones, that's dealing with, because grieving is not an easy process. And grieving don't stop after the funeral. When that body go on the ground or go on the wall, everybody go back to living their life. You and your significant others gonna still have to grieve that person. Everybody going back to work except y'all. So you got to be ready to deal with that hurt, that pain of not seeing your loved one.
And it has no schedule when it gets on top of you.
because it never goes away. People say, "Oh, grieving it goes in time." No, it doesn't.
Oh, you know what the word they use, right? Closure.
Ain't no closure.
Ain't no closure, man.
Because you ain't gonna never see that person no more. No, only God can help you to learn how to live with the loss. You never get over it. If you get over it, you're not human.
Man.
I lost 9 people in 7 years.
9 people in 7.
In 7 years. I don't wish that on nobody. I don't wish it on the worst enemy in the world. But I had to pray and ask God to give me the strength to learn how to live with it. Listen to what I say, learn.
And you say learn.
I had to learn
how to live with it.
And deal with it every day without taking my frustrations and my anger out on the person next to me.
Oh, wow. Gosh, you didn't know how to deal with it.
Nope.
And you say 9 people in 7 years.
Yeah. All murder.
Whoa. Each one of them?
Yeah. Well, no, let me take that back. 2 of them, my grandmother and my mother, they died of, natural.
But they were still in that 9. I heard you say grandmother and mother.
Yeah.
That's enough right there, man. And I know you told me about your brother. Whoo, man. I was talking about, 1, 2, 5. You got 9. So I always say something, man. And to this day, as we speak now, it's still on my head and in my heart. Robin says so many people are non-believers.
Yeah. She's right.
Yes,
she's absolutely right.
Yeah.
But that's what stopped the personal relationship, because people make it complicated. They try to put it on a church, they try to put it on the pastor, they try to put it on the deacons, the first lady, all the other things that doesn't even have nothing to do with what God wants from you. God wants a personal relationship. A personal relationship. You know what a personal relationship is? Something between you and him. And he already said you can't come to me unless you come to the Son.
To the Son, yes.
So you got to go to the Son, to the Father. So you got to deal with the man in the mirror before you can even look left or right.
I just told him in my reading, you have to have a personal relationship with God. A personal. Man, see, we love Castleberry and checked in. Yeah, man, it's that's so profound, man. And I know you get a chance to speak with a lot of individuals as well. And I see your Rolodex growing, boy. You hear me?
Huh?
I see your Rolodex growing too.
Oh, I'm really meeting some amazing brothers, bro. And guess what? I ain't grow up with none of them guys, bro.
Wow.
I respect them like I've been knowing them for years, bro. Respect them. I know guys that, like I told you, I just went to New Orleans and buried my childhood friend who just came home from a life sentence, but done 33 years and came home.
Did you call it a life? You said a life sentence or a light sentence?
Yeah, he got a life sentence back in the day for a murder charge, and he finally got back into court after 33 years, and they re-sentenced him to 20 years, so they put him out the door. That was in October of 25. He came home. October, November, December, January 1st, he was in an accident and been in a coma since.
What?
And he died about 2 weeks ago, and they buried him Sunday. So he was only home 2 months.
Only home 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I had him on the show. I had that. That's one of the only brothers. One of my brothers that absolutely came on the show, and he was kind of bashful. And I told him, man, you know, be yourself, man. Just come on and share. And he done a wonderful job, man. He done an awesome job. And I'm gonna repost that show sometime soon. But I'm just giving it a little time right now, you know, out of respect for the family and everything. But man, yeah, brother, my childhood brother. You know what I'm saying? He caught a longer Jose than I did. I done like three Joses in jail to his one.
Mm. Man.
That's it.
See, that's the reason the platforms are really needed in order for people to really understand what needs to be understood.
Hmm.
You got me? Just like when you in the black on black crime, it's only effective when another race kills. Man, it should be the same marching, protesting, when that black on black, you know what I'm saying? In a neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nobody's marching on that. It's an old well situation. Well, you know how it is over there. Nah. See, but like you said, nobody want to hear the truth.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah, rather hear a lie before they hear the truth.
And they can know it's a lie.
Yeah.
Wow. See, and it's good to have shows like tonight. Like I said, we cover everything, but I keep it mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't know what's coming, hear the flavors, and this is so well needed because again, and everybody will see and hear it pretty soon. It has a whole lot of attention, and they don't have a clue what all this was discussed later on. I'm still caught up on the lady at the hospital that you know you and your wife don't, and nobody know what y'all talking about. You know?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. I'm still caught up. You never went through rehab. But you did with your wife, but you know what I'm saying, in a facility. Wow. Watch this here. All I'm gonna say is John Doe. You know where I'm going with that.
Yes, sir. I woke up looking like Steven Seagal, Hard to Kill.
Say, man, your story, your actual life story, has a whole lot of moving parts that me and Leonard Miles, we were speaking on it, right? The guy was on the phone with us.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, man, I said, Brenda Garrett checked in, and my boy Chicago done checked in. And that's the one that said when you I think he said God wasn't ready for you yet. He wanted you to get right. And again, his story has so many moving parts. And if I have to pick a favorite, which is tough, when your daughter said, my daddy tickling my feet.
What is that?
You said when your daughter, 4-year-old daughter, said, my dad is tickling, because your wife is wondering why she's laughing. You in IC, you know somebody I know that was released from ICU that wasn't in that was going to the mall. You know what I'm saying? To the mall. She said, my daddy. Well, now they said she was laughing first. And they can understand why you laugh, because the situation that's going on is very, very, very critical and serious. My daddy is tickling my feet. And then my second part, because I've dissected it, man, is when I asked you, and I said, I'm just asking. I don't know what that response was going to. I know what your response is now because you gave it to me. I said, and I don't know how this works, but I just asked you when you're in the coma, you said, all I know, it was beautiful, and I didn't want to come back. That's all you gave me. And you know, I didn't ask you what all you gave me was, it was beautiful, and I didn't want to come back. I never asked you where or what. Just, man, that was enough for me.
Let me tell you something so significant.
What's that?
I just let me tell you something that's significant. That's crazy. And you can ask my missus that I just started to learn how to articulate my story because, you know, I never wanted to. Well, it was hard because it was so emotional. You know, you go through those same feelings. I could smell the gunpowder. I could smell the hospital stuff.
You said you could smell it? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I could smell it. The burnt flesh, I could smell it. And it's a smell I'll never be able to forget. But, you know, when you're going through those familiar, it's like familiar spirits. You feel me?
Wow.
And my wife used to tell it so good. I never tried to, but I started putting myself in rooms and situations to where I had to. So what I done was I went and read my hospital records. And I cried. I absolutely cried. I never read it. And it's like from one point to from everything they doing, like they writing as they going. Pop, 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 pop. And I'm reading, man, hundreds of pages.
Hundreds.
And I'm reading, and I'm
hundreds.
like, man, and I finally had a chance to actually do it myself. It had been sitting in our safe for forever, and I never picked it up and I read it. So I did. I read the files, and it was like, man.
And you talking about your report? Wow. Because I know she told me she said, how did she explain it to me? She said, I'm over it, but it hurts me to speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
And let me read what my mom said and what one of my classmates said. She said, there's a storm. I don't know, or can you see it? Can you see it, nephew?
No, I can't see it.
Oh, okay.
If I'd have been looking at it on my other phone, it would have been making noise.
She said, there's a storm out in the ocean, and it's moving this way. If your soul's not anchored in Jesus, you will surely slip away. It's time to get right with God, people. Then my boy Bobby Castleberry says, Coach, Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plan I have for you. Do I need to read it again for you?
I got that.
You got it. And I go back, I told you to your daughter. Okay, how old is your daughter now? 23, 24?
23.
23.
23.
Listen, when she was 4 years old, they had you for gone. 16 blood transfusion? You died 3 times. She said, my daddy is tickling my feet. And I heard your wife say, I want to say her mom or her dad. And she said, let's get to the hospital because he going to live. Because she said she was laughing. It bothered that she was laughing and you was in a critical situation. She said, my daddy is tickling my feet. Then when I asked you, you say, Coach, it was beautiful and I didn't want to come back.
You know, I hear a lot of people, you know, share their experience, and it's like, you know, I resonate with them, you know what I'm saying? But I never was the one I can tell you who I saw this. Nah, but you have some people that can actually articulate who they saw, but I can tell you.
You say I can't. You said you can't tell me who you saw.
No, but they have people that have had that experience, you know, in between their situation.
Well,
I was always told that when you in such situations, it's called a place of comfort. You know, a place.
Man, I got chills on my body right now, man.
So where you in a place of zen, I think that's what they call it, and it ain't no if I had a choice, or if I controlled anything, it wouldn't have been like, you know, yeah, I'm coming back for this, I'm coming now, because it was beautiful. It was absolutely.
Well, see, for me, hearing what you're saying again, you were somewhere because you say for me to come, I didn't want to come back. So you were wherever you were. So when you were, it's just my, you know, my opinion, my assessment of this. When you was wherever you were, that's when you was tickling your daughter's feet. She said, my dad is tickling my feet. And you said, it was beautiful and I didn't want to come back. So that speaks, there's so much volume in that to me. It's the unknown. And like you said, you couldn't tell me who you saw. And you're right, there are others that have sense, but that was your experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put you you was in a coma, and then they put you in another one.
Yeah, medical induced coma.
A medical induced coma.
Yeah.
Say, man, 16 transfusions?
Yeah. Then, you know, that's scary. You know, back in the days, man, you know, blood was tainted, man.
That's what I'm saying.
What it was in
That's
blood.
what I'm saying. You don't know whose blood.
Yeah. But I was blessed.
Oh, yeah, because your daughter, 23 years old. She was 4.
Yeah.
Question, have y'all ever asked her about that? I'm just asking.
Oh.
Your daughter.
Never asked it.
Never asked.
Never asked it.
I just don't know.
But she most definitely a daddy's girl. She clean like no other. She know it's special.
Say, man, she's 23 years old now. She was 4. And said, my dad is tickling my feet. And I cannot say you wasn't near her feet because you was tickling her feet, so you was there. But on a life situation, it's so profound. But with God, it's just normal. How about that? It's just normal what he can do. Man, wow.
They say we in the natural, but God in the supernatural. Yeah.
You cannot script that, man. I heard you say you read your report over 100 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Look at talking about you.
Yeah.
If you don't have
from every gunshot wound to every cut, every stick, every poke, everything, every complication, every doubt, every surprise, every I can't believe it, to everything.
And you say you still smell
Anywhere
the powder,
in the world.
the gunpowder.
Yeah, but if you go in Bench Hive and they got when you go in Bench Hive, you walk in Bench Hive Hospital, they got a wall and they got different pictures on the wall. I'm on that wall.
Wow. You on the wall.
Yeah.
And then you say you still smelled the gunpowder, the flesh.
Yeah, I still go through that now. I was told it was part of my post-traumatic stress syndrome that
All right, B-Love,
when
I
I'm
will.
having an episode. Huh?
Now, my boy was telling me to hit him up when I get a chance. Yeah, man, this is so. Say, man, you understand? I spoke earlier. When you need to understand what needs to be understood. This thing is growing legs. What I'm saying, and we talking about something that I told you it has a lot of moving parts. Cause Miles, man, he was just in awe. And then y'all related in some situations that y'all did, and see, this is not by accident, Anthony London. It's not by accident, but an accident caused it.
Yeah.
But it's not by accident that you are able to speak on it. It's nobody else telling your story. You telling it.
Nah. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. You think it's not when it is? And I told you, since then I came up with a couple of more names because I told you because I've dissected it. And the movie now, he tickled my feet.
Okay.
You feel what I mean? It's just so much, man, that
Yeah.
it's heartfelt, man, because I don't know anybody like this. You know? You telling the story. AK, yeah.
That's up. And you got people pass away from a lot less.
Oh, man, I've seen what it, personally, seen what a 22 will do to you.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I have survivor remorse, like damn, man, like especially when crazy things happening. Like I saw one guy talking before he got on the ambulance. I'm talking joking, playing, and everything.
What?
By the time we get to the hospital, he dead.
I ain't no Superman. You say by the time he got to the hospital, he was dead.
Yeah, by the time we got there, he was gone.
I've watched, I've witnessed, I've seen ambulance picking up a guy from a shooting, right?
Mm-hmm.
From a place where I'm from, South Dallas, Bonton, Texas. And the guy stood over while the ambulance was there and shot him again while the paramedics were right there.
Oh.
And wait a minute, and then somebody else drove off in the ambulance.
Mm.
Did they want him dead? Did you hear what I just say? Stood over while the ambulance had him down on the ground. Shot, and then somebody else pulled off in the ambulance.
They sure he was dead.
We're not talking about no movie.
That's crazy.
Say, the one that stood over and shot him wasn't running. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can see me. I don't care. I mean, those my words right there. So obviously it was his boy that drove off an ambulance. He not leaving in this one. Wow. I ain't no Superman from New Orleans. You know, he faster than a locomotive. You know, that was a movie. Then a series and commercials came on. It wasn't no commercials. It wasn't no commercials in your life. Where you keep your cape at?
That was all God there.
Nothing but, man. You can't. I'm going to say it again. You telling your story.
The people who life flighted me to the hospital, they came back and saw me after a couple of months. Was like, man, whoever you got praying for you, boy, it is powerful.
Good night, Robin. Thank you. You said they curl flighted you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said, whoever you got praying for you, they powerful because we saw you was out of here. When they told us you had lived, we had to come back and see that.
I'm laughing now because it's how you said we had to come back because they couldn't believe that.
I'm going to tell you what they told me. That's true.
Well, you know, if you was I'm just having fun and paraphrase it. If you came up with a drink, everybody it'll sell. Just drink this.
The average person wouldn't even believe that.
Huh?
Average person wouldn't even believe that. Especially these young dudes running around the day thinking it's live like that. Man, I be trying to tell them, boy, y'all don't know.
They talk about 50. Hey, you know, they talk about 50 cents. You a whole $5 bill. Man. See, ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't even know the whole story. And I still don't believe I know the whole story, but I know so much more of the story of what all transpired from that. I'm telling you, we're going to be, you know, I throw we in there, we're going to be going down the red carpet. Yeah. And what a velvet rope is. Huh?
Real soon, man.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we're gonna be going to the red carpet. Yeah. Real soon. What Kofi had to do with that? I don't know, but I'm rolling. Yes, sir. Say, man, that's. I mean, that's. Just like I used to with my boy Mervin Barber, how we go around to different cities. And they pay us to come there and fly us there and get a hotel. Same thing with you to do the same thing with you to go speak. I'm telling you, man, I just let us see the transcript. What's that?
I said, you think so?
If a fish could swim in the water, yeah, I think so. If an eagle got wings, I believe that's true.
Fish can swim in the water.
Yeah, you don't probably believe that though, do you? Fish can swim in the water. Man, it's pretty deep. If a crocodile got teeth, you think that's true?
No.
Yeah. And people.
I was just looking at the news this morning. I think about 5 something this morning. They had a guy in California. I guess he was some kind of like lifeguard. You know them little urn things they carry around to save people with? Uh-huh. He's swimming. He out there for some reason. He's swimming back to shore.
a great white shark grabbed the urn thing and pulled them 5 feet down.
Pull him back down in the water, under the water.
Put him down because he had the thing strapped to him, but the shark grabbed grabbed the urn thing and shot down in the bottom of the sea with him. Some kind of way the thing let go and he made it back to the top. And that man said, I was scared.
God. And it took him straight down. Cause it probably saw whatever that shiny object was and come got it.
Man, I don't know what that shark was tripping on, boy, but he better know God.
My mom said, you already given your testimony now. Yeah. Now, I'm talking about people will pay for him to come speak. That's what I was doing with MB. Yeah. We'll pay to have you come speak.
This is what I believe, and I might be wrong, but I believe when something spiritual happen like that to a person, your story don't belong to you anymore. Your story belongs to somebody.
You say it don't belong to you anymore? That is so deep.
Huh?
You said you don't believe that the story belongs to you anymore.
Nah, it don't. Somebody needs to hear that.
Wow.
So it's your job to tell it.
It's your
That's
job
what
to
made
tell
me
it.
start really, learning how to articulate it and tell it, and really. Because I used to worry about all kind of repercussions, statute of limitations, and old stuff. But man, I'm good. I ain't even that person no more, man. I'm so far away from that person. It's crazy.
I was listening to your wife one day this weekend when she said, I'm just gonna use the word. She didn't watch people try to bring you work, and you don't even want it.
Right.
Yeah, how deep is that? So when you tell me you're removed, oh, I know this.
Yeah.
See, you wouldn't be just a fool, you'd be a damn fool if you fell back into
A lot
it.
of people don't want it. They don't believe it. I just went through that this weekend. We went to New Orleans for the funeral, and my uncle, we kind of in a tug of war behind. Not really. He just don't want to do right. I want to take the time to him.
He just don't want to do right.
I want to put some, rent houses on, and he want to live in a shack that's on it for unbeknownst reasons. But anyway, I'm at the graveyard visiting my people. It's because it's right down the street. It's like walking distance.
Uh-huh.
He talking to my wife. He talking the right one though. So he talking about me to her, saying I'm disrespectful to him, and because she was like, man, that man right there, the man you see walking out, that's not the same old person. And what, he disrespectful to you because he don't want to agree with you, and what you're saying ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to agree with. I ain't disrespect you because I ain't agree with you. Man.
And then, like you say, he talking to her like that's gonna make a difference.
He was talking to the right woman. Yeah,
Cause you don't agree with that no more. You passed that. God done gave you something else, man.
No, it don't make sense. If I'm 50 years old, you just think about how old he is, man. You still tripping? Come on now. But I ain't the one to sit here to try to, that's God power, man. I'm here to set an example, and you can follow it if you want, but God got somewhere for you. You don't want to listen to me, you want to listen to somebody.
Boy, this shit just hit me, man.
Huh?
This just hit me. I told you I'm so locked in on your daughter. And before my daddy tickling my feet. Watch this here. I'm just talking about title for the movie. He tickled my feet, and I'm 23, and I still don't have no shoes on. Say, Wow. Oh, I got shoes on and I still feel him tickling my feet. Because you really are tickling them now. Say, man, it's just so many moving parts that I've been reflecting on, and I can't wait till them cameras get in your face. Your wife can't tell the story good because she over there crying. You know, I'm just. Oh wow.
Yeah, she'll cry.
Yeah, but they tears.
But I had to think about, bro.
They tears of joy though.
Yeah, look, but I had to think. I always, all right, my side is my side. But just think about what this sister went through. You know what I'm saying? Having to be, attached to something like that, and making a choice to stick around and stay.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
He said making a choice to stick around and stay.
Like mine would have been gone.
That's deep, man.
That's why I'm so good to my wife, man. I don't care what nobody says, man. I know what it is, man. She deserves it. I don't care. She wake up on the wrong side of the bed. She can't make me mad.
Boy, I love it, man. Listen, what?
Get back in the bed and go on the other side and get out.
Oh, she need to hear you saying that, man. I know you sure. But I'm saying you just said in front of all these folks, man, across the country there. You tell her, get back in the bed and get out on the other side.
You better. I ain't going nowhere.
Cause you know in today's time they done got out of there.
Yeah.
Man.
I tell her, wake up when you want to wake up. If you want to sleep till breakfast tastes better after 12.
Hey, you hear what he just said? I saw you nodding your head over there. Well, hey, nephew, the studio producer, he just started nodding his head.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. He said she can't, and you ain't going nowhere.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. And she say, she wants to say, I'm leaving. You'll say, okay, me too. I'm going with you.
Yeah, I'm packing my bag too. Let's go. Where we going?
Where we going?
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Because we together.
Wait a minute, and you're not asking her for nothing. You're saying we together.
Oh, no. It's 25 years of work, boy. I'm not going nowhere, boy. I'll be crazy.
Now, you hear what I said a while ago? You wouldn't be no fool. You'd be a damn fool. You know?
Yes, indeed.
Say, man. You say, get that out your head. We together.
Because this is the logical thing. Check this out. I know they have good. See, people, oh man, don't got no man. They got good women out there. But they just don't have no good men. You know, we is toe up. We do the craziest things. But when we get our mind right, we can be some good creatures. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of figured it out. You know what I'm saying? I figured it out.
You say you figured it out?
Yeah, I figured it out with the right one because she showed the most promise and the most love unattached to monetary things. You feel me?
Right.
So that was big to me, you know what I'm saying? And then plus, in my worst downtime of my life, it flourished. So, man, I think God will be mad at me point blank, period, if I do something with this. Boy, God would get me, man. I truly believe that.
I heard her when she said that's why she supports you. And when you're going out speaking, and she goes with you, even though she said, I don't want to be in that place, but I go because I know it's supporting him. That was huge.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and it'd be big too. It'd be much needed, man. Even though now today, after all these years, it still be much needed. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, man, your
I'm
humbleness, man, and your appreciation is really, it's glowing. That's how it's glowing.
Man, 'cause I know God real, bro. I know He real, and I tell everybody that, man. I don't care who you is, where you at. Man, if you don't know God, you better get to know Him, but He real. I'm telling you, He real. Man. Better open your heart and let Him in.
Better let him in.
You know. Yeah, I ain't perfect. I ain't telling you I walk on water and nothing, but I'm still at work. I'm gonna be at work until I leave here.
You may not can walk on it, but you can swim though.
You got to work. You got to work on yourself every day, all day. And I just keep practicing till I, just keep hitting them up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna never practice enough to where you always got it right, because it ain't gonna never be right. So you got to keep practicing, keep putting Him first. And that's what it is. And I'm good. I'm not in no space to where, I'm human. I go through human emotions just like everybody else. But I practice and to learn how to switch that switch. That mindset. When I get deep in them thoughts, I know how to switch it off. I know how to switch. God taught me that, so I grab hold of that and I gravitate to it, and I don't play with it. You know what I'm saying?
Chicago, when my boy said, if you put her bed up against the wall, it's the only one way to get out of the bed. And that way she's getting out of bed on the right side every day.
Oh, right, yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, you got it right.
Oh, that's deep.
Yep.
Well, listen, nephew, I'm finna get off there, man. That's deep.
Yeah, that's a good bug right there. That was a good one.
That's a good one. I'm gonna text that to you, boy. That's a good one. Chicago, you done did 2 in a row, boy. You did that last week, boy. You're awesome. Say, listen, ladies and gentlemen, that's my boy Anthony London. I call him nephew because that's what he have come to be with me. And well, y'all gonna get to see him real soon. By the way, Chicago, listen, nephew, my studio producer got it all figured out, man. We finna do some podcasts live from the bus. And then we going around to different restaurants to do the show. So you'll still get me Tuesday night. I just won't be sitting here. We're going to have an audience sometimes, and we're going to come into you hopefully next week. We got it worked out, and that's where it's going to be. So we can do restaurants on the spot. Hey, it's just moving around. It's just being blessed. That's all.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, talk to you later, nephew. Listen, you all out. We've been talking. It's been the On Your Mark podcast, yo. Sports, business, community, entertainment, and just the people show. And no, I did not forget my sponsors. I just didn't have time for my sponsors. I'm Coach Fly, and God saying the same. We will be probably live on air somewhere. I don't know whether we're gonna be at the restaurant or we're gonna be on the field. I don't know where we're gonna be somewhere. But the show will be the same time. And look forward to seeing you guys in person. You all be blessed.